Good evening, everyone. I'd like to show you the Chopin Berceuse, that means Cradle Song, and explain to you some of the pitfalls and some of the reasons why it's so complicated, but it does unfold beautifully when it's done right. It's in compound time, 6/8 time, which means 2 main beats per bar, and each of those main beats has a triplet, and each beat is worth an eighth. But Chopin manages to complicate it in many different ways, one of them being that he puts triplets on each eighth, so different things happen that are very complicated. So I'll get into it, and then I'll have to slow the metronome down to show you the more intricate parts. But anyway, we'll give it a try. I hope you enjoy the melodic line and the peacefulness of the piece. I think the world needs peace these days. Anyway, we'll put the metronome for an eighth, 6 of those per bar. Complicated spots right in that part too, and that's just a chromatic run up, but it's double thirds, and then it has to be done to the tick of a triplet to each eighth note. Like that. Now this next line is even more complicated because it only puts 2 of the 3 triplet notes in on each eighth of the left hand, so it becomes even harder because they want the melody, they want an accent on the second note of each triplet, so but not every time, just on certain ones. next gets really hard because each triplet has two triplets within it with an accent on the middle, one of each of those triplets. So it's one, like that. Then it has to climb up chromatically, putting the accent stems up on every second, on the second note of each triplet. So that wasn't too accurate, but I would have to slow that way down to get it to show you exactly. But basically, without the metronome on it, it's like that. And there's a crescendo throughout those two lines, just one steady crescendo. Then it reaches up to the high point. You can see what all's happening in there. There's so many notes. Like that. Now when it comes in here, there's a triplet, two triplets on each eighth. So it's that's I'm going to go back. I want you to hear that part. You got to bring out the top, so and yet you got to get quieter. 4, 5, 6. So when it's all well known and memorized and technically strong in the hands to do it, it can be a very beautiful piece. So I hope you'll look up a performance of it now, and it's the It's Opus 57, Chopin Berceuse, Berceuse, and enjoy it. It's a beautiful piece of music. Have a good night.